I'm out at Scott's house, and we're looking at some of his radios here. We're listening to this one. And that's running from batteries in the back there, on that big horn speaker there. So you get a good look at the shape of it. Yeah, look inside there. 3 tubes running. You say 2 of those are O1As? They're all O1As. That's basically all there was at that time, was it? That's the tube. The tube.
It'll make its way here to Toronto on July 18th, and just before that we'll give you more.
Crosley Regenerative Receiver. But you got some more radios around here, don't you, Scott?
Yep. Turn this one off. You gonna do the same video, or are you gonna stop it?
No, I'll just keep it running.
Okay. This is the. Watch out for your.
Yeah. Well, let me get back here because this is actually got to get back a fair ways to see the whole thing.
Greeby synchrophase.
A what?
Greeby synchrophase.
Greeby. Oh, it says right on it there. Look at that. Look at that chart in the back of it there. Greeby synchrophase radio receiver. Wow, that is really cool. How come those tubes are wobbling? Is that me?
Because they're microvig and they're on rubber mounted bases.
They're on rubber mounted bases.
Still all O1As.
Holy smokes. So that's from us shaking the house a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's from me also.
And then it's got like 15 dials here.
The battery might be getting a little bit low there.
Mitsubishi's at the auto show at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, February 14th through the 23rd. So stop by our display, because we've got something you're going to be into. Like a chance to win an all-new 2014 Outlander ES AWC with premium package. And if you test
that's in beautiful shape. It looks like new.
Hurry up. There are only a few days left to get up to 4 chances to win a 2014 Outlander. Visit
Very nice.
Motors.ca for contact details.
Turn down. You're getting,
See if you've got a dial light in it?
getting an awful lot of oscillation. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the video though, but a dial light inside it. That's amazing. These are all just like this must have been the top of the line radio that few people own.
When this radio came out in 1925, it cost 2/3 the price of a Model T Ford.
2/3 the price of a car. So this is the rich folk radio.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it came with more knobs and was harder to tune, probably. But wow! And you said that was actually gold plated.
Yes, it's actually
gold plated. Wow! I guess they thought too this was radio technology for the future. This was it. They figured it all out, and this was it now.
Yeah, it was the coming technology. Big
amazing stuff. Okay, so now you're showing us another
Atwater Kent Model 33. The speaker's up above there. Same Atwater Kent Model E speaker.
I mean, it's a stunner that the speakers work. You know, that the cones have survived, and any of that stuff. So this is why Scott joins me on Tuesday nights to work on the old radios in my shop, because he's got all this experience behind him. Look at that, eh?
Together we can stop this.
This was one of the first single dial tuning radios. It still has 3 stages inside, the caps.
Yeah.
You really can't see it because they're...
No, it's dark on the video too, but it tunes 3 stages simultaneously.
Yeah.
Devoting a large-scale retrospect to the abstract painter's...
Well, I can see why people would have just run out and buy this thing, as compared to trying to turn 3 knobs in conjunction with each other. And
no AVC.
You're the ABC.
Yeah.
Right now,
The volume control, is that just heater temperature?
No, it's controlling the filaments. This is the filament on the detector tube, and this is the filaments on the audio amplifier.
Yeah.
talking about taxes, the deadlines.
So you adjust the detector heater to kind of change the quality of the sound, and the other ones you just get more volume out of
From a beer brewing standpoint, but then it gets into how you should do market analysis.
That's beautifully made and in fantastic condition too. Just fantastic.
Labeling and what sort of building you should be looking at.
Just running off a battery, same as the other ones.
Wow, fantastic.
To get you started. So how long will it take to make your first point?
Here's another radio Scott has, but Scott, this one's not actually hooked up, eh?
No, it's
but
not.
this is the coolest looking one of them all, really. So what are all these things that are
They're
on
all
here?
well. There's three tuning caps.
Those are capacitors.
Yeah.
So what's going on inside? There's,
It's just inside a case because they didn't put it inside a case.
oh, so it's a plate, intermeshed plate,
Yes,
just like a modern.
it's a breadboard radio. They call these.
Yeah.
Before they start putting them inside of cases. But it's the same kind of thing. You have an RF amp, detector tube, audio amp.
That's what this is.
One of these is the detector. I think there's 2 audio stages and then 2 RF.
Why
State.
in heaven's name do they build it like this? Why would they do that? And
I'm not really sure.
That's kind of weird looking, isn't it?
It was,
almost
it was a modular kind of
I was going to say, it looks like a module. You might have it on a number of different.
I think Atwater Camp maybe could sold the
Radios.
parts as well. You could build your own radio out of the parts.
I suppose there was a lot of that going on. And these are the interstage transformers at the back? They're set up like that so they don't interfere with each other?
Yeah, so you don't get feedback.
Isn't that something? A big piece of wood.
Yeah.
Joinery done in the wood. And what's that?
That's the power switch.
Power switch.
Like I haven't
So how come it's not working?
I haven't got it hooked up. Well, I just haven't got enough batteries.
Wow.
Okay,
No,
well,
that's all it is. Just batteries.
It's just a matter of time to get more
if
batteries.
you threw some batteries on there, this thing would start working.
Yeah.
But you don't have a matching speaker for this one.
Yeah, I do downstairs.
Oh, you do?
Well, I got another horn speaker in the basement.
He's got more stuff in the basement.
And up here
like
I've got
that.
3 pairs of headphones. 3.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, if you really like uncomfortable headphones, there's a whole bunch there. Fantastic stuff. Sure puts the radios I'm working on to shame, because the ones I'm working on are really beat up. I mean, they've got high mileage. Look, the one's been rebuilt.
Yeah,
who knows how many times?
Much newer though.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Well, these ones are from the 20s.
Well, so are those ones I'm working on. I think
Oh,
they're from the
you're
20s.
talking about the ones.
Yeah, I'm talking about the ones you and I are working on
Yes.
that are not in this kind of condition. Like these are.
Yeah.
It just amazes me that stuff like this can survive. All the way to now, from 1925.
I think once 1928, 29, when AC powered radios came around, the battery operated ones really fell out of style very quickly, and
I
not a
think
lot of
so.
people kept them around.
And plus the heterodyne and all this other stuff just made tuning really simple, as opposed to these guys, which you have to have practically a university degree.
Yes. Well, this one here, you've got a pre-selector and 2 amplified RF stages, and you had to tune them all separately together to tune the station in. So it was a lot of work.
I guess the beauty was there weren't many stations out there anyway, and well, that's great, Scott. Great stuff, and it's great to hear them. Maybe
Maybe next
eventually.
time you're out, I'll have this one powered up.
Oh, that'd be great, and maybe next Tuesday night we'll get something playing in my shop too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've convinced Scott to show us a transistor radio here. So I'm looking inside, and where'd you get that ever-ready battery?
You can buy it. It's got 9-volt batteries in it.
Oh, it's a fake, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. And then you're showing me all the tubes that are jammed into this little radio.
Yeah, it's a 4-tube filament supply. It's a 1D
It's
battery.
like some kind of invader right there.
Yeah.
The modern part is invaded.
Yeah,
But otherwise, it's all pretty much original.
I had to repair it.
You've got the same paper capacitors in there and everything. Okay.
Best job of doing that, but seek that professional second opinion. You come to us, we'll make sure that you've gone through every checklist.
So there it is.
And again,
Beautiful.
there's only really 4 things in life.
I have something else here.
Uh-oh, here comes some more.
You ever see a Crosley book radio?
I've never seen a Crosley book radio.
As far as I can find out, Crosley got 3 tubes and 2 transistors.
So you're saying this is the first what?
The first consumer radio, as far as I can tell from what I've read, that had 2 transistors in it, but it's not all transistor. Which is why later, remember all those radios you saw as a kid that said all transistor?
Yeah.
Because there were radios like this that were
Part transistor.
part transistor. Because they only have 3 tubes. The 2 the push-pull audio, instead of having 2 tubes drawing the battery, they've got 2 transistors for the push-pull audio output.
Oh, I see.
Saves a lot of battery power.
What? There's a map on there. What's that a map of?
Well, there's several of these Crosley book radios.
Treasure Island,
I've got
it says on it.
full of them
A shelf full of them.
there. And this
I
one,
guess
this one is Treasure Island.
eBay's your best friend, is he?
Yeah.
And there's
And-
the radio itself.
The women's team made up of Christine Nesbitt, Ivani Blondin, and
it comes on instantly because the 1-volt tubes heat up.
Directly heated
parallel
cathodes.
slalom events.
They're
JC
hot instantly.
Anderson led the Canadian
Look at
with
that,
a
eh?
15th place
That's a
finish.
fantastic
In the women's
condition.
event, Ariane Levine
1954 or
was
50.
17th.
I think there's
The
1954.
four-man bobsled
Oh,
event
God,
is
it's older than
underway
you and
right
me.
now, and
Yeah.
that's where we
By a
have a
little
chance
bit.
to get on the podium. With the team led by
Yep. Well, that's
Fantastic.
the only one I have batteries in. I have, I think, 7 of these.
No.
Different.
7.
There's different titles.
Trying to build up a library of
Well,
them or
there's different
something.
titles, right? So the whole point is to collect all the different
Oh my God. And there's the radio we're going to be playing around with a little later. Your Racal. Racal. Yeah. Okay, well thanks for showing all that stuff. Turns out Scott's got some other real interesting stuff. His car collection here. This is not his garage. This is on a shelf here. Why do you have all these cars in here?
Well, I'll show you.
Appliance offers repairs on all major brands.
Plus a wide variety of parts with expert advice.
It's a car radio.
It's a car radio. You say all those are car radios up there.
Yeah, 65 Mustang. I don't have batteries in all of them, but this one I do.
Jeepers creepers.
Mustang, 3 Thunderbirds, Chevy Impala, Buick Riviera, Benz, Porsche, Cadillac, Thunderbird, Jag. And then down here there's a couple of Rolls Royces, a Duesenberg, and a Stutz Bearcat.
Now, these are models? People have to put the car model together too?
No. Most of the, well, no, these ones that are like American cars were given out by the dealers as promotions.
Oh,
and drive their
I
car.
see. Okay. Oh, very
They
interesting.
weren't for sale.
Very
You got one when
interesting.
you went
So that
to
made them
drive their
super
car.
collectible right from the start, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Okay, I turned the camera off, but I know what's going to happen. You're going to say, and I got one more thing to show.
No,
Okay.
I think we should.
Yeah, okay, we should, because the pizza's coming. But look at this.
Yes.
What's this thing?
Crosley, that's the Crosley pup.
The
With
pup.
The WD-12
Oh, yes.
pointed tipped brass base working tube.
Wow.
Not as rare as that WD-11 that you've got,
Yeah.
but it's the same sort of thing where this is a rare tube. I use the 1A when I run that radio, but it does work.
It's pretty much back then all tubes were really the same tube in a sense.
They were just
They're just
tryouts, but they were just
right,
trying to get
yeah.
better gain, better
Yeah.
efficiency on the,
A little better materials, they got better
Yeah.
emission and other things, but basically they're the same
yeah.
kind of tube.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
here's
here's something else Scott's going to show us here. Oh, look at that. This is a tape recorder with no bias.
Good morning, Mr. Phelps. Before he died last year, Premier Kirkoska gave his daughter Anna a secret document containing the names of men within his government who privately favored friendly relations with the West. Word has reached us through diplomatic channels that Anna and her brother Alexei wish to defect. We know this is a plot devised by Alexei to acquire the document, and at the same time capture American intelligence agents, thereby embarrassing the West. In spite of this trap, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to get the document and bring Anna Kirkoska to safety. As always, should you or any member of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jeff.
That's
And
the
of
tape
course
destructing
it
there. is
doesn't
it?
automatically destruct.
No smoke comes out of it at that point, eh? I remember when I used to watch Mission Impossible, which I loved, at the point where the smoke came out, I used to always think, but it's not hurting the tape any.
Because it was just a guy blowing cigarette smoke through a plastic tube.
I'm sure it was. That's really neat. Yeah. Well, I had a really small, junky tape recorder, like no bias on it or anything. It was just a terrible thing, similar to this,
Yeah,
but this is a
it's
much
bad.
better one. Commodore. As in Commodore?
No, I don't believe so.
Interesting. Okay, thanks again.